Guys, if your jaw does not drop after watching this video, may God have mercy on your soul. Why? Today is January 27th. And what happened on January 27th? We didn't get our nuclear event, but if you literally watch what you're about to see and watch the last video, you will literally, this is jaw-dropping, mind-bending. I was not going to make another video, obviously, but then this is what happened on January 27th. For God's sake, this is mind-altering right now. What happened on January 27th? Boston. The start where 9/11 began in Boston, Massachusetts, where the first plane took off, got hit with an earthquake. Oh, it's only 3.8. It was on the top of Drudge. They made sure that you knew that Boston had an earthquake. But why is this jaw-dropping? Look at the time. At 9:22. If your arc is not done by midday September 22nd, you will be. 9:22. The earthquake hit Boston in Boston, which was a top headline on Drudge, a small, tiny, nonchalant earthquake at 9:22. They wanted to make sure that the monkey moron dipshits saw this, but they didn't because they're too close-minded. When is the last final date that they gave you? The final date. Look at this. Look at this. The date is January 27th. See that down there? January 27th. What is that date? 11/26. And what is the date? On September 23rd, where the X on the Black Eyed Peas calendar was, on 11/26. So the final date they gave you was September 26th. The final goddamn date is September 26th, right? Here it is, right here, September 26th, the 23rd. And what happened on the 23rd? What happened on January 27th? What happened on January 27th at 9:22 in the morning? Boston got hit with an earthquake. Why is that even important right now? Because they just literally, they didn't make it a dud. They literally gave this to you, and they did a lot more on January 27th. But let's check out this fake quake nonsense on this day that I talked about in the last video. What did I say in the last video? Why is January 27th so key? Because the month we're in is Tevet. If you Google the word Tevet, Tevet means 4 and 10. 4 and 10, right? What is this date? This date is 4/26. 4/26. What happened on April 26th? As I showed in the last video. What happened exactly on April 26th? New York got hit with an earthquake on April 26th. What is the date today? The date is 10 minus 6. Jew calendar 6 months apart. 4/26. Boston gets hit with the damn earthquake at 9:22. Why is 9:22 important? Because September, okay, look, 11/26. 11/26, what is that? That's a 9 up there. 9/26. So let's go to September 26. 9/26. What is that date? 9/22. 9/22. What are the damn odds that on 4/26, the exact day that New York got hit with an earthquake in April, that Boston gets hit with an earthquake at 9/22, pointing directly to this date, September 26th. You have to be the most closed-minded moron, mocking dumbass to not see this. I mean, my God, dude, how do they not see this? 9/22 on the date, the 26th, the September 26th connection, the Great 8 Day. What is this pointing to? We'll get that to it in a second. What else happened today? What else happened today? The market lost $1 trillion. $1 trillion because of an AI. Chinese AI rocks world. But look at that logo. A whale. A damn whale. And when you click on this trigger text sell-off, 17. Go look at the last video. What do we talk about? 5/26 is the 17th, and look at that timestamp. 5/17. 5/17, the exact date on 5/26 I mentioned in the last video. What are the damn odds There's all these minutes in a day, and they had this timestamp 17 with a timestamp of 5:17. No way. No damn way. And what is that other timestamp? 4:3, 4:30. What are they telling you? We'll get to what they're telling you. This is unbelievable. Hence the voice inflections. Here's a comment by Phil Gunrow. All this while the Chinese AI DeepSeek is in the news today with the whale as their logo. Apart from Jonah and the whale, it made me think of Luca Barsi, Don Trump sleeps with the fishes. Miami is by the sea with lots of big fishes to fire. Convid started on Wuhan at Sea Market, right? Trump's eye wound. Dude, this is mind-blowing. Look at the charts. So I downloaded this new AI. See the whale? I downloaded the new AI on this thing, and I just asked it, what is a bull trap in the stock market? A bull trap is a false signal that suggests declining stock or market is reversing and heading upward, leading investors to believe a new bullish trend is starting. However, the upward movement is short-lived and the price resumes a downward trend. False breakout, short-lived rally. Trap buyers. Investors who bought during the rally are left holding losing positions as the price falls. Why did I bring this up? Check this out. Have you ever in your life seen a bull trap that massive? What does this mean? That everyone that was in the stock market on Friday, what happened? The stock market was at all-time highs on Friday at 533, right? So people are looking for a rally. And so people had all these stop losses here. So if the market falls, we're going to get out, we're going to get out, we're going to get out. But what happened? They pulled it before the market opened. This is called a bull trap right here. A damn bull trap. That means everybody in this position is stuck here. And look where it fell to today. Let's see if I can show you what it fell to at the market open. Dude, do you actually even see this? Do you see this? It fell to 501 from 533 to 501. Dude, this is mind-blowing. 533 to 501 in one trading day, a 5.6% decline on an index. There is no bigger, badder trap than this right here. They trapped all the goyim, the vaxtard, the monkeys, the dipshits, the mockers. They trapped them right here, and they could not get out. These losers are in. And what does this all mean? What does this all mean? Once again, this all happened on January 27th. Said, dude, this is connected to September 26th, and showed in that last video how it's connected to September 22nd, right? Just showed it. September 22nd, the earthquake hit. This is the Great 8 Day. So if they didn't pull it today on September 27th, when do they pull it? When the hell do they pull it? They just gave it to you. They trapped in all the dipshits. They literally gave you an earthquake at 922. And check this out. 10 minus 6 is 4, like I said. 426. What is the other date we showed in that video? 529 and 429. So obviously they're not going to do anything on the 28th or 29th. Obama tells you to leave the world behind on the 28th. When is the damn 28th? The 28th is January 29th. What is the very next day? January 30th. 6s are goddamn 9s. Right here, dude. Right here. They even gave you the 17. And you saw that timestamp in that article? Well, that timestamp was 4:30 that you saw. Go back and watch. But look between the lines. Should be a wake-up call. Are the monkeys going to wake up? The trumpet says, this is a wake-up call. Wake up, you monkeys. Should be a wake-up call. Let's check this timestamp out. 8:14, 4:18. The exact date I said in the last video. 4:18. Dude. Oh my God. I can barely control my emotions here. So, Tevet means 10 and 4, right? 4:18, the exact day. 4:18. Why is 4:18 important? Because 4:18 is right here, right? The 18th, connected to our May 27th date. And if we go to our other calendar, because we're in month 2 on the Hebrew calendar, here we're in month 3. So what's month 2? Month 2 plus 6 is 8. What did you just say? 8:14. 8:14, May 23rd, 523. Why is 523 important? That's the exact damn day we were talking about. This will be a wake-up call. And what did I talk about in the last video? This date, August 5th, 529. 529. Obviously, we're looking at the 26th because that's the last damn day they gave you was January 27th. But 6s are 9, so if they didn't bring the nuke on this day, it should be a wake-up call. They did an earthquake, 426. When was the eclipse? The eclipse was on 429. What is the date on January 30th? It's 429. What else happened? 0 is not a number, right? 0 is not a number. What is January 30th? January 30th is March 5th, 5-3. And I've talked about March 5th ad nauseum, right? Here's March 5th right here. They literally said 8/14, right? 8/14, May 23rd. What's that date? The 14th. Let's look at that again one more time so we can figure this out. So 8/14 timestamp should be a wake-up call between the lines. Don't read outside the lines. That's for the goyim. That's for the vaxtards, the mockers. Okay, 8/14, right? So the month we're in on the Hebrew calendar, this is the Torah. The month we're in the Hebrew is Shezvan. 8/14 is 5/23, right? So that's the 14th, right? So what date is on Thursday? The date is 5/3, 5/30, 5/3, 5/3. Look at this, 3/5. May 14th, they're telling you that's Israel's birthday. 5/3, dude. So if they didn't obviously pull it on the 26th day, they're going to pull it on the 29th, but on the Torah calendar, right? On the Torah calendar. When are they going to pull it? They're going to pull it on the day they warned you about, June 6th. Remember the guy said June 6th, earthquakes and all of it? When does June 6th end? June 6th ends exactly on 3/29. What month are we in? We're in month 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. So this date right here, we're still in this month 3, which is the month we're in right now. So bottom line, 29, right? The 29th, 9/29, 6/29. This is the June 6th connection. The exact date on Thursday. What they're telling you with all this coding they just gave you, with the bull trap, they got everyone trapped in the market on this exact day. That was the day of judgment that they gave you. There is no more dates. You don't have any more dates. Look, am I making that up? No, the Black Eyed Peas told you that the final day is right here. Is that big arrow? The final day is right here on January 27th. That's the final day they gave you. So we didn't get the nuke. What are they telling you? They're telling you that martial law day, December 3rd, when North Korea declared martial law. 0 is not a number. What day is the 29th? The 29th is on January 30th. On January 30th. Wake me up when September ends. When does September end? When does 11? November means 9, right? When does September end? It ends on January 30th. Obviously, it would be too obvious. I would not have picked that date from the get-go. I've absolutely picked the date that they give you, November 26th, September 26th. And they had an earthquake at 9/22. Give me a break. So let's go to this date right here, January 30th. January 3rd. 0 is not a number. What happened on January 3rd, 2020? Let's guess. On January 3rd, 2020, Qasem Soleimani, the Iranian general, was killed by Trump, by Donald Trump. He killed an Iranian general on that day. Exactly January 3rd, the exact date on Thursday, right? Literally. So Donald Trump kills this guy, and they had this all morning, and they made it a big deal. What else happened January 3rd? What happened on January 30th? I meant not January 3rd. What happened January 30th? What happened? Miss America was suicided. Miss America was suicided. The same day America's going to be suicided. I would never pick this day, January 30th. It's too obvious. But who's it obvious to? Everyone's mocking and scoffing and nothing's happening and everything's fine, guys. Dude, they are imbeciles, morons, dipshits. Dude, the date they gave you, a 9/22 earthquake, I'll say that 10 more times. The exact date, New York guy with an earthquake. When was the eclipse? The eclipse was 4/29. What is the very next day? 4:30. The sun will be darkened and the moon turned to blood before the great and terrible day. If 4/29 was the exact date of the eclipse, Tevet means obviously 10 and 4. 4/29 was the very next day. 4:30, right? 4:30 is the next day. But what else? What else happened here? When you type in knocking on the door of Judgment Day, CNN, the first article that comes up is this from April 30th. And look what it says between the lines. We're knocking on the door of Judgment Day. we're knocking on the door of Judgment Day, right? So April 30th, 2022, let's check out April 30th, 2022. We're knocking on the door of Judgment Day. So you click on it, look at that timestamp. 3:10, 10:3, right? 10:30. What is the exact day? The exact day on January 30th. Well, obviously it's January 30th, 1:30 right there. They didn't even hide it. They didn't even hide it right there. January 30th, right in your face. That's the date of judgment. But the reason I brought up April 30th, let's look when April 30th, 2022 was on the Torah calendar. It was April 30th, 2022 on the Torah calendar. Another jaw-dropping moment. It was 128, right? Knocking on the door of Judgment Day. Look at that one up there. 128. What is the very next day? 129. May Day. 129. And what is the date on the current Torah calendar? The current Torah calendar, ignore that arrow, 129, right there, January 29th. Knocking on the door of Judgment Day. When is Judgment Day? Judgment Day, they're telling you, is January 30th. Why didn't we have that before? Once again, because they gave you September 26th. They didn't give you September 29th. They gave you September 26th. And what was September 26th? It was connected to 923. You had to have this day, 923. You could not, no matter what, go to this date, April 30th or January 30th. You could not go there. But once again, what did they tell you knocking on the door of Judgment Day on April 30th, 2022? There's April 30th, 2022, 128. What is the very next day? 129. 129. And what is the day? January 1, our Gentile 129. Right there. This is Judgment Day. Did not think they would wait until September ends. And how does September end? Because the month 9 November ends on this day right here. And why is it called? When did the pandemic start? The pandemic started on 11/3, on March 11th. What is the exact date on this day? It's 11/3 right here, right? And what month are we in on the Torah count, on the Hebrew calendar still? Because when it's at the end of the month, it's confusing, but we're still going to be in the month of Tevet. If you're using these days, we're still in month 10, 129, right? Tevet 29, right? We're still in that month. What was on the 29th? Obama was in the classroom on December 12th, but it was the 29th on the Jewish calendar. So December 29th, Obama is in the classroom this exact day, right here on January 30th. Right? 6s or 9s. What is the final day? Once again, they gave you January 27th. January 27th is the final day they gave you. So you have to pick this day, right? There is no more days. But if they're going to do 6s or 9s, which they're clearly going to do after all the rituals that just happened today, the bull trap and the earthquake at 922, for God's sake, dude. How do the mockers and scoffers not see this? Because they are retarded. They are super duper retarded. And we'll finish with this, not the retarded part, but this right here. What is this day right here? Shavat 1. What does Shavat mean? Look for yourself. Shavat means 11 and it means 5, right? The month we're in right now on the Torah, but we're going to be in the Hebrew. So what is this day? What is January 30th? It's May Day, 5-1. 5-1, May Day, May Day, May Day, right? Right here. And what is this day on the other calendar? So if we're in Shavat right here. So if we're using these days, that means the Torah month ended too. So what is this day? This is 6-1, 1-6, right? For month 5 here, that means we're in month 6 on the other calendar. This is J6 right here. You see? You get it? This is J6. Because if we're using the Hebrew days, we're already in the next month. The month ends on the 29th. The 30th is the September ends right here. The 30th is the next month, right? Shavat. But we're on the Torah, if we're using these days, Shavat, that's 6-1. J6 and May Day is on January 30th. And this is why you got all these crazy rituals, the earthquake and the rest of it, on January 27th, the exact day which was connected to our final day, September 26. If you think September 26 was a fluke, your face is a fluke. This is unbelievable what happened today. A bear trap and the rest of it? Dude, this is the biggest, baddest bear trap you'll ever see in your damn life. This is unbelievable. This is damn unbelievable. Right here. And like I said, it went to 401. When have you seen a market go to 401 from the all-time highs to this right here? This is, oh my God, I'm speechless. And look at NVIDIA. Look at NVIDIA. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA fell. Dude, NVIDIA, from its all-time high, which was on Friday, it literally fell. It fell into a bear market. What's the definition of bear market? 20%. It fell 20% in one day. If you think this is a joke, oh my God, you're retarded. You're an idiot. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. September 26th is not a joke. It's the Great 8 Day. All they're doing is we're going to May Day, May Day, May Day, right here on January 30th. I don't mean anything derogatory towards you personally. I'm talking about the Goyim, which is not us if you're watching these videos. But my God, man, my God.